Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. It's about 9:20 now and we are heading to church. Another Sunday when we are pretty much on time. Another gold star win for us. We are going to go to church, and then once we're going to see how Nora will do. Last time she lasted about half of the service, so we're hoping maybe we'll get the same or maybe a little longer. We'll see. And then once, this baby's kicking me. Once we get home, we are going to spend the afternoon cooking because we are taking dinner to our friends who just had a baby. So that's going to be what our day looks like. Welcome to our Sunday. It is Sunday, August 15th. So we're just about halfway through Vlogust. I guess tomorrow is officially halfway. Well, it's like halfway between today and tomorrow. Will be halfway because it's 31 days.
At noon today.
At noon today. A few more hours. All right, I'll check in with you guys in a little while. Good morning. Well, we were going to be on time for church until the slowest train of all time started coming through, and we've been sitting here for 10 minutes already with no end in sight, so we're going to be a little bit late. We just got back from church and Nora did fantastic. She stayed in her Sunday school classroom for the entire service, which was very surprising but wonderful. And the volunteers in that room, teachers in that room, said that she was a little fussy for the first couple of minutes, and then she did great. You show everybody your cute dress? Oh, you want a snack? You want a snack? Nora, would you like a snack? She's got this cute polka dot. So cute. So, getting up. We are so proud of her. So we're going to tidy up the kitchen, get her a snack and some lunch, and then do a little bit of cooking. All right, I have my chili recipe out here. I have made this on this channel so many times. In fact, I have a recipe video that's just making this chili. It is absolutely so delicious. I'm gonna make a double batch of it today and give half of it to our friends. So I just pulled out all of the ingredients, and I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping and cooking and then let it simmer. It's about 11:30 a.m. now, and I'm planning on driving it over to them and leaving it on their front porch sometime probably around 4. So I want to get it made so that it can simmer for at least a few hours, because that's when it just gets so good. And then I'm also going to make some cornbread for them as well. So I'm going to get going making this so that it can sit. Riley's got football on in the background, so it's really starting to feel like fall. And actually today the high is only in the 80s. Like 84 is the high today, whereas the high has been 99, 100, much, much hotter than that. So even though it's still very hot outside, fall is upon us. Alright, the chili is simmering away. It looks like not very much because this pot is so huge, but it's actually a double batch. And then the cornbread muffins just came out, and then I just popped the other cornbread in to our very dirty oven, which I say every single time. I'm going to go ahead and cut up the sweet potato, because I'm going to do some roasted sweet potatoes for them as well, and some roasted green beans. And then I think we're ready. I just texted my friend to see what time would be a good time to drop everything off. Okay, I just finished packing up dinner for our friends. I thought I'd show you what all we are taking them. So we're taking them for dessert, these soft baked cookies by the brand Enjoy Life, which are totally allergy friendly. And then this little bag says to their son, their older son, and then love Nora, congrats on being a big bro, because the baby they just had is their second child and their first child is Nora's age. So she and I had our pregnancies very, very similar timelines, both pregnancies. She is dairy free, but her husband and son are not, from what I gather. So I have some sour cream and cheese for them, and then some lime wedges, which are delicious on chili, just for a little zing, and some green onion for the same thing. And then those honey cornbread muffins, and I wrote dairy and soy free, a bottle of red wine, some Fritos, which are allergy friendly to them. I steamed some green beans with some garlic seasoning, roasted some sweet potatoes, and then of course the chili is down there at the bottom, and I put it inside a Ziploc just for extra security. So I'm trying to keep the hot things over on this side, and then using things like the cookies to create sort of a barrier, because it doesn't really matter whether they get, like they can get warm. And then little gift goodie bag for her son. I definitely want the cheese and sour cream as far over to this side as possible so they don't get too hot. I mean, they live about 15 minutes away, so hopefully it won't be too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip this off for a little porch drop off. It always feels good to do things like this for other people, because especially after having Nora, I know how helpful it can be just to have a meal dropped off on your porch sometimes. All right, dinner is served. We just got back from dropping off dinner to our friends, and now we're home and eating it ourselves. So here's the cornbread, of course, and then some of the chili with a dollop of sour cream and some cheddar cheese and green onions, and it looks amazing. Super excited to eat it. You want some more? Okay. We just finished dinner and it was so yummy. I absolutely love this chili recipe. And so I'm just letting it cool off a little bit before I snap this lid on and put it in the fridge. We are still absolutely obsessed with these Rubbermaid Brilliance containers. They don't get stained or warped at all. Love them. And then I also wanted to share, there's my family in the background, that for the first time in this entire pregnancy, in 33 and some change weeks of pregnancy, I have done all of my vitamins and supplements and everything this week. 100%. Every other week, there's been at least one day where I've missed something or I've forgotten, but I am such a junkie for charts like this that I'm so visual that I just picture this every day, and it makes me remember to take everything. Plus, I open up, this is where we keep our bowls and some of our glasses, so I open up this cabinet all the time. Unfortunately, this one check mark went a little bit rogue because I was holding this camera in my left hand and using my right hand to check it, but I didn't have anything to stabilize the cabinet, so I actually caught it on camera. It was a couple days ago. But I'm so proud of myself for that. That's like a huge accomplishment, a huge pregnancy accomplishment. So I'll do next week too, and hopefully it will be the same thing. 100%, 100% checks. It is just about 7 o'clock now, not quite 7 o'clock. So I'm probably gonna fold some laundry and get in some PJs and just kind of wind down for the evening. A little update on the Container Store situation that I was talking about yesterday or the day before, where I ordered a bunch of bins and one of them came damaged in several places. I just sent them like a quick thing on their website, a little customer, I don't know, what's that called? Where you, yeah, like a customer service inquiry, I guess. And I got this back like within 24 hours saying that they were going to ship me another one. No like extra questions asked or anything. So I really appreciate that kind of customer service, because lately I have had some really hard customer service where I've had to like really fight for, you know, what should be standard like this. So I don't know, just wanted to share that, a little update. I'm sitting in Colin's room now on the floor here, and I'm gonna start wrapping my head around getting my birth bag packed for the birth center. So last time I have a video on my channel. I just packed everything in a clear plastic bin, and my midwives loved it so much because it's so much easier to find things in a clear plastic bin than it is in like a duffel bag or a suitcase, that now that's what they recommend to other moms at Origins, is to pack in a clear plastic bin. So, and it's easy to sanitize, and it's just like so easy. So I pulled out my folders from Nora. I have one for Colin too, but I haven't received my packing list yet. So I'm going to go through these and find the birth center packing list. It might be a little different now because it's been 2 years, but I'm sure it's relatively the same, so that I can start kind of thinking through. And I did save quite a bit from Nora. I have some like of my nursing clothes and things in here, so I just brought this bin in here as well so I can go through it as I look over the list. It's also one of those things I've been talking about as far as for the things that I do need to purchase for my birth bin. I want to know about that now at 33 weeks instead of at like 38 weeks. And then it's this big bill, you know, of going out and buying a bunch of different things. I'd rather slowly accumulate it over the next, because I think we're really supposed to have our stuff packed by 36 to 37 weeks, which is in 3 to 4 weeks, which is wild. So that's what I'm up to. All right, it's been about a half an hour and I have gone through my birth center packing list that I had with Nora, and then I've gone through my bin of everything that I set aside, either that was left over, like my postpartum supplies that were left over after having her, and my like nursing clothes. And I'm really glad I did, because I thought I had more than I actually have. And so I went ahead and placed a pretty big Amazon order for a lot of different things that I know I'll need, that are on the list, that I don't know why I thought I had so much left over. I really only just had a couple of things. So it was really easy. I just went to, I went to like, you know, August and September of 2019 when I was doing this exact same thing, preparing for Nora, in my Amazon account, and just added all of those things to the cart again. So that should all be here on Wednesday. I'll show you what I got once it arrives. But that was good. I'm really glad that I did that, because it was, there's a lot of stuff I needed, and I'm glad to have that done now. So all of those items I will have by Wednesday. And then everything else is either clothing, which I have everything that I need for Colin and his clothing, and I have everything that I need for me and my clothing. I might, just out of wanting something new and different, buy like a going home outfit for myself. That's what I did last time, just to have something fresh. But I don't need to do that. I certainly have clothing that I can wear. So aside from the things that I just ordered, we have clothing, and then food. So specific drinks and snacks and things like that. So I'm actually like feeling really good. I'm like very, very prepared now that I've placed that order. It's just a handful of other things that I need to gather up and pack. So I'm not going to officially start packing until I get all those things in and I can wrap my head around that, and organize that and unpack it and everything else. But y'all, it is starting to feel so real. The fact that by the time this video goes up, I will be 34 weeks. And even though Nora came late, every baby's different. So who knows? I mean, that means 6 to 8 weeks max before Colin arrives, which is so crazy and really exciting. So I'm feeling good about that. I always like to look at things like this well ahead of time. I do not like to be in the 11th hour feeling like I don't have everything I need. And some of the things that were the biggest lifesavers for Nora, you cannot get in stores easily a lot of times. And so you have to order it online. So I'm really glad I did that. Like I said, I'll show you everything I receive, I guess on Wednesday when it gets here. But that was great. I also just feel so much more prepared this time around. Like, I know what worked for me last time, the things that I used, the products that I used, the things that I didn't use. And so being able to repurchase things that I know that I will use and just forget about things that I never ever used with Nora. Feels really good too. So anyway, I am gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. It's been a really good day. I'm glad that we got to go to church. Nora did so well staying in her little Sunday school class the whole time. She was so happy when we went to pick her up. I'm just so proud of her. She's getting so big. Doing that, of course, you know I love cooking and baking on Sunday afternoons. That's what I spend every single Sunday afternoon doing. So did that today. That was wonderful. Dropped food off for friends. We had a delicious meal. I took a nap. I don't know if I said that. I took an hour nap. Nora and Riley took a nap earlier in the day. And then they woke up and I had just finished cooking and I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap. So I got to take a nap and then I got to get all this stuff organized, and I'm just feeling really excited about everything that's to come, about this week ahead and everything else. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video and for watching. Many of you have been watching every single Vlogust video, which is so neat, and I just really appreciate your support. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.